Good morning, Rattlers. This is Sakaya with this week's morning announcements. Let's take a look at this week's event calendar.
Tuesday, September 3rd, we're band merchandise for Spirit Week. Tuesday, September 3rd, we got a tennis home game against Sunrise Mountain. 3:30 to 7, we got a girls away soccer game at Boulder City High School. 5 to 8, we got a girls volleyball home game. Wednesday, September 4th, for homecoming Spirit Week, leather versus preppy clothes. Wednesday from 3 to 5 p.m., we got a tennis home game. 30 to 8 p.m., we got a boys soccer away game at Desert Oasis. Thursday, September 5th, we're sparkly closed. Thursday, September 5th, from 4 to 6:30, we have a football JV game. Also on Thursday, from 4 to 6 p.m., a tennis away game at the Meadows School. On Friday, September 6th, for Spirit Week, we're pajama day. Friday, September 7th, from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m., we got a cross-country away game at Sunset Park. Also on Saturday, we got a 10 a.m. from 12 p.m. boys soccer home game.
We have a Mojave Archery Club meeting Wednesday, September 4th, 2024 at Portable 3 starting at 1:15, ending at 1:45. Please go to Portable number 3 for more info.
Mojave Venom Guard trials are being extended from September 2nd to the 5th. So go ahead and come down to the band room from 1:30 to 3:30. All grades are accepted, so make sure you bring your shoes, pants, and water.
Hey guys, this is just your friendly reminder to wear your lanyard with your ID badges at all times during school hours. Otherwise, progressive discipline will apply to students that don't comply with this extremely important security measure.
This Friday, September 6, 2024, Mojave High School Student Council is throwing a tailgate party to celebrate our homecoming game against Virgin Valley High School. This party will be held in the Mojave parking lot near the football field from 4 to 6 p.m. and is open to everyone.
Entrance will be free and there will be free games, balloon animals, and a charity auction with some great items, music, karaoke, and popcorn. There will be delicious food and drinks as well.
Please feel free to bring your family and friends to this wonderful event. It will be in the parking lot by the football field this Friday, September 6th from 4 to 6. Welcome, Rattlers. I hope you're all doing well. Today, I want to talk about something important that can affect your grade. Attendance. Here's the deal. Our school has a policy regarding absences that you need to be aware of. If you miss more than 8 classes in a semester and those absences are not excused, it can lead to denial of credit. Let's break this down. First, an excused absence is when we have a valid reason and you provide appropriate documentation like a doctor's note or a note from a parent. For those, you're usually allowed to make up the work you missed. On the other hand, an unexcused absence is when you miss class without a valid reason or notifying us in advance. These are counted against you in terms of attendance. If you exceed 8 unexcused absences in a semester, you'll face serious consequences. Specifically, you could end up with a denial of credit. This means you wouldn't receive a grade or any credits, hours, or anything for it, which can cause problems with graduating. If you ever know you're going to miss a class, or if something unexpected comes up, make sure to have your parent or guardian send in a note. Remember, staying on top of your attendance is key to your success. Every day matters. Thanks for your attention. Let's make this a great semester.
Now, let's go around campus and ask students anything. Let's take a look at this week's staff.
My name is Sosa. Who am I here with today?
Leilani.
Zion.
My name is London.
Welcome back to this week's morning announcements. My name is Diego Sosa. I'll be your reporter for this week's segment of Ask Students Anything. Let's go around campus this week asking students what they did over the summer.
Yes, I went shopping. I went to SeaWorld.
So basically all I did this year over the summer was work. I got my first job this year at Adventure Dome, and then just football, just straight football over the summer.
Hang out with my girl, and I moved.
We're also going to go ahead and ask students, do they have any goals this year?
To graduate with an average of A's and B's.
My goal this year is just to finish with a 3.7 GPA or higher and just be better than who I was last year.
Sure, to graduate, but that's besides it.
My name is Diego Sosa. Thank you so much for watching this week's segment of Ask Students Anything. Back to the studio.
Hi, my name is Karen Nelson, and I teach English 12 at Mojave High School. I decided to teach at Mojave because they're more based or more focused on the student and not the curriculum. Not that they're not on the curriculum, but I believe that teaching to the student is just as important as teaching to the curriculum. So this is my first year at Mojave. This is actually my second week of my first year. I started teaching because, like I said, I enjoy the English language and I enjoy giving knowledge to the younger kiddos. But before I started teaching, I was in the Air Force. I was law enforcement for 10 years. I medically retired in 2017. My husband works out at Creech Air Force Base. I have a son who goes to this school, and I also have a service animal who helps me out throughout the day. So my service animal is a 105-pound chocolate lab named Reno. He's 2 years old. I got him from the Animal Foundation off on Bonanza. and started to train him as my service animal because I felt that I would need some assistance during the days, and he's been amazing so far. He's great with the kids, and he loves being in the classroom.
This is Alex reporting from Mojave News. Now back to the studio.
I think I'm about done with this. Whoa! Nah, can't do that.
Why not?
Because you're not supposed to pour any food or drinks down there at all.
So what I'm supposed to do with this?
You're only supposed to get water by using the pedal right here.
All right, bet. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. You're not supposed to pour no food, no drinks, none of that in there. You're only supposed to use it for getting water by using the pedal like that.
This video provides information for students on the new plain language terminology that Clark County School District has transitioned to, along with information on how students should respond in these situations. Although this training is not specific to any school or potential scenario, students will be able to apply these concepts to a wide variety of situations.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Why is it important to have a common language and a common response to a crisis situation?
It's important for us to have a plan in case something happens during school.
I need to know what to do.
It needs to be the same, so it doesn't matter which teacher I'm with if something happens.
Right, all those answers are correct. The district has adopted the use of 5 terms that will be used in any type of incident that may happen in school: hold, secure, lockdown, evacuate, and shelter. The first action we will discuss is hold. In your room or area, clear the halls. The next action is secure. Get inside, lock outside doors. Then there is lockdown. Locks, lights, out of sight. The next action is evacuate. A location will be announced. Finally, there is shelter. During this action, the hazard and strategy will also be announced. So let's get started and learn about hold. You will hear hold. In your room or area, clear the halls. The hold procedure could be used for a variety of reasons, most often to make sure that students don't interfere when something is happening in the halls, and the school needs to get it taken care of right away. Therefore, students and staff will stay in their classroom or area like the gym or cafeteria, even if the bell rings. Your teacher will make sure that the classroom doors are closed and locked.
Will I be marked tardy if the bell rings and I can't get to my next class?
No. Students are released by announcement, and you will all move together to your next class. You will not be marked tardy.
What if we're outside for a class like PE or lunch?
You will remain in that area unless told otherwise.
Hey, I'm Tom. I'm a CSM. Students, get inside. We are secure.
Why are we doing this?
Because something unrelated to the school is happening in the neighborhood nearby. We need to get inside. When the school is placed in secure, you will hear secure, get inside, lock outside doors. School will continue as normal inside the building. Even class changes may take place as long as you don't have to move from one building to another. An example, if you are in a portable classroom or an outdoor campus, students will not be able to move to another class during a secure. You will not change classes until the secure has been cleared. All exterior doors of the building will be locked and no one is allowed inside or out.
What happens if I have to leave for a doctor's appointment?
Initially, nobody can come in or out of the building. Signage will be placed on the door advising parents and guardians that the school is secure.
So we aren't allowed to go outside to the cafeteria?
Students are not allowed to go to the cafeteria if it requires you to leave the building. All efforts will be made by staff to find a solution so that lunch activities can resume as soon as possible.
The lockdown is serious. Pay attention because something inside the school is happening. You will hear lockdown, locks, lights, out of sight. It's very important that you act quickly in these instances. If you are in a classroom, listen to directions from the teacher and move to an area in the classroom out of view from any doors or windows. The teacher or staff member will close and lock the door and turn off the lights. Lie on the ground and cover your head. Be still and remain quiet. Do not open the door for any reason.
Will I be able to text my parents?
During a lockdown, it's important to remain as silent as possible. Follow your teacher's directions and they will indicate when it's safe to text your parents.
What happens if I'm in the restroom?
If you are in the restroom and the door can lock the door and silence your phone. If the door is not lockable, then you should remain in the restroom, get inside the stall, and stand on the toilet so that you won't be seen if someone enters the bathroom. Again, remember to silence your phone and remain in the bathroom because being in the hallways may be more dangerous.
What happens if I'm outside my classroom?
If you're outside and a lockdown is called, then the safest option for you is to self-evacuate. Staff may give direction where to evacuate, or you may have it independently evacuate to a safe location away from the school. When it is safe to do so, call 911 and advise them of your location.
What do we do if we hear a fire alarm when we're in lockdown?
Do not open the door or leave the classroom unless you see fire or smoke in the room.
A lockdown can be scary. It's important to support each other and listen to the directions of the staff. Next, we are going to look at the evacuate protocol. You will hear evacuate over the PA system, followed by the location you will evacuate to. It could be a gas leak or a chemical spill. Stay with your class and move quickly and quietly to that location.
What happens if the police tell us to evacuate?
This may happen following a lockdown or another serious situation. It could also happen after a chemical contamination issue. In these cases, police will come to your classroom and lead the evacuation. You may be asked to hold hands or place your hands in the air. It is important to remember that it will probably be loud and stressful, but the important thing is you are safe.
Can I take my phone?
You will have access to your phone.
What happens if we have to move to another location?
There are some instances where students and staff will have to relocate to a safer location. There will be clear directions given to students to assist with the move to another location or school. Your parents or guardians will be notified of the situation and where and when they can pick you up. The district has procedures in place called reunification to ensure students are safe back with their parents or guardians.
That leaves one more action to talk about, shelter. A shelter can be called for various reasons. You will hear shelter called over the intercom, followed by the reason for the shelter. There might be a fire nearby, and it's important to stay inside so that the students and staff are not exposed to the smoke. Another example of a shelter call could be in the event of dangerous weather. For example, you might hear shelter for an earthquake, drop, cover, and hold, or shelter for a hazmat spill, seal doors and windows.
Now that you are aware of the standard response protocols, hold, secure, lockdown, evacuate, and shelter, let's have an amazing and safe school year.
That was it for this week's morning announcements. Remember, Rattlers, be great today. Or not. The choice is yours.